improve a lot around how we do our business. Okay. So the name is the awareness that changes how you build your business. I tell everybody awareness is everything. You are the way you are because there are so many things you are still not aware of. There are so many things you are limited by because your eyes, your inner eye has not been opened up to some things that are very crucial to your becoming, to who you could become, to who you can be. You're just not aware. Your antennas are not up. And so you're living life like a soulless human being. A soulless human being that is not aware of his, or of his capabilities, nothing. You're just moving. You're just moving. So today's training is for me to make you more aware. There's this quote I encountered from many years ago. I don't know if it's up to 5, 6 years now. Man, know thyself. And why this quote is very important to me is not because of the fact that I came from Socrates, but because of the impact of those words. Man, know thyself. When you know yourself, there are things that people cannot shake me with now. That because I know who I am, everybody, we're still discovering self, we're still discovering ourselves and everything. But because I know myself to a good extent, or at least I try to be aware as much as I can, right? There are things that don't faze me. If somebody comes and says, Didi, there's some things you can say about me, and I don't need to argue with you because first of all, I don't owe you any explanation. That's number one. Then number two, because I know myself. I know myself. So anything you are saying, that's not me. If you're open enough to know me, then you get to know me. If you don't want to know me. So one of the most important things is if you know yourself. If you don't know yourself, the world will define you. You will just be a bunch of people's opinions walking around. And trust me, nobody has a perfect opinion of you. Do you understand? Nobody. Because you can be walking around, this person will tell you, if you go right is the right direction in life, you go right. And that person will come out with their own opinion. Those that go right, they are going to go to hell. Left is the right. Man, know thyself. The money in our business is not the money in our business is not the money you have. Okay, let me add more accounts. Let me add more accounts. Let me start with the 1.3 million naira package. Is it possible for me? In fact, I've had so many people say things like, I started with the 1.3 million naira package. Please, can I add another 1.3 million naira package? How much will I now be making? Please, is that how our business works? I'm asking us. Is that how our business works? Is that how our business works? Let me know those that let me not be here thinking I know my people. Let me be sure that my people know me too, and they even know the business that we're doing. If I add another 1.3, okay, what if I bring out 1.3 million, register another 1.3 million for my son, register another 1.3 million for my this, the person is not even asking how much will I make, is how much will I be making. So it's somewhere in their head, they think the more money they pump in, money will just be coming in without them doing anything. And I please leaders and teammates, I hope you don't tell them, oh, you just be making money, money will just be entering. I hope you don't tell such lies because such person will register. And after 1 month of not seeing those things, they will leave. And trust me, they already have a bad image of you. And trust me, that's not what you want. Okay, please don't spoil our business. Where is it? It's in your network. Your social capital is not in the capital, the financial capital. It's in social capital. Who you know, people, human beings. Do you understand? So our business is rooted in human interactions. So being aware of your nature, your strengths and weaknesses, alongside that of other people, will help you build a formidable business. Trust me. When you are very much aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, okay, this I'm good at this I'm not so good at that. When you're now aware of the things you're not so good at, then you know whether you want to improve them or not. But at least be aware. The main thing is just being aware. Let me tell you the people that I fear the most there. The people that I fear the most are people that don't know what they are doing, but they act like they know what they are doing. I fear those people so much. They are so confident doing nonsense. We have a lot of them as siblings. We have a lot of them as husbands. We have a lot of them as wives. We have a lot of them as children. We have a lot of them as medical doctors, as lawyers. And these are people are ending up in jail because the lawyers don't know what they're doing. People are dying every single day because the medical doctors don't know what they're doing. I don't know who was telling me one time that he went to the hospital and they saw a medical doctor using ChatGPT to check what was wrong with someone. Hey, ChatGPT. They're using AI, asking questions online. You never see anything. Those are the people that scare me the most. You see those ones that act like you don't know anything, but they actually know a lot. Ah, I respect those ones. But you see those ones that know nothing, but they have the confidence. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get. Yes, just don't worry. That's going to be well sorted out. You do the big, 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 big. But they've already injected it with wrong injection, and the person is already about to die, or the person has even died. Those are the people that scare me the most. So awareness is very important. And the reason is because such people lack awareness. They lack so much awareness. They lack awareness of their strength. They lack awareness of their weaknesses. All they need to know is just be aware. And they say once you're aware, you are halfway through. And you can now begin to work on it. You can't work on something you don't even know was even there in the first place. Do you understand? So it's important now because our business is rooted in human beings. What I'm about to stress is very important. Who we are and how we think affects every other thing. Who we are and how we think affects everything. When you become aware, it helps how you show up. When you become aware, when you know that, okay, this is how people see me. Maybe I need to fine tune this, work on this. People see me as too, don't worry. I'm sure somebody will be wondering, this one ambassador, you're just talking about how people see me. Why are we, how is this important to our business? Just follow me. You know, say I know they talk. I know they shoot blanks. Anybody understand what I just said? But anyway, this is for is adult joke. Anyway, do you understand? So I don't talk nonsense. I don't say nonsense. Okay, so just follow me closely. Now, when you become aware, because it helps how you show up. You know that people see you like you don't have integrity. Maybe the way you walk, the way you talk, how you behave, or maybe I've said a couple of things and I didn't really follow through. Now people see me as someone that is not so trustworthy. Okay, I need to work on this. That being aware is very important. It helps how you interact with people because you understand them. It's like you now know them before they even tell you so much about themselves. You see, psychologists they can tell who you are before you open your mouth. Imagine having such power. And you're a network marketer. Please, can everybody still hear me? Can you let me know if you can hear me? I just swapped my network. I just swapped my network. Can anybody hear me? Please let me know if you can still hear me. Please say yes in the chat box if you can still hear me. I just swapped my network. Okay, good. Do you understand? Like you already know what they are. Before, imagine that as a network marketer, a prospect walks into your office and you already know how that person thinks. How do you think that will help us in our business if you're a network marketer? If you're a good network marketer, because some people be, if you're a manipulator, you're a bad person, you use it wrongly. But let's assume all things being equal, you're a good person. How do you think that would help us in our business? That walks into your office, and as the person sit down, the way they came down, sat down, I can well, how would that help us in our business? I'm waiting for responses. I'm waiting for our responses. How would it help us? Please, let's be very fast. I'm waiting for us, but I guess we're typing very, very fast. How would it help us? How would it help us? Imagine that somebody, a prospect you are closing, the person has just finished maybe watching the video, somebody has finished presenting to them, and it's time for you to finally close and collect money. And the person walks in, and before the person even sits down, you already know how they think, you know an idea of their personality. How would that help us? How would that help you? Assuming you're the one in the shoe. We don't have time. Well, this is already 8:22, and I haven't even gone halfway in my training. It will help me close well. Okay. the answers are still vague, maybe because we haven't delved into this training. So I hope by the time we go deeper in the training, you would understand better. Okay. So there are some things we have control over, but we do not know because we're not aware. There are some things we could have done better in the way we present, in the way we prospect, in the way we invite, in the way we follow up and all that. There are some things we could have done much better, but we're not doing well enough because of what? Because we're not aware of how we could have handled that situation better. We're not aware of our strengths. We're not aware of our weaknesses. And that is why we're not getting results in those areas. Okay. Please, leaders, continue to call your people because I don't understand why this number is not improving. Please, leaders, continue to promote that cell meeting. The last time some groups promoted is 643. So while Jerry was saying, please, everybody go to your various groups and promote that the meeting has started already, some groups, nothing happened in those groups. Some groups, nothing happened in those groups. For example, Kingsman Group 801, that was the last time that this thing happened there. So please call your groups, whatever you need to do, make sure that your people join in immediately, okay? I said earlier. Now, there are some things that we have control over. I don't know how to prospect. I don't know how to prospect. Some things you actually have, control over, but you're just not aware of how much control you actually have. Now, let me introduce you to this brilliant tool to help you relate better and sell better, to help you relate better with people and sell better in our business. Are we ready? If you're ready, go to the chat box and say ready. If you're ready, go to the chat box and say ready, 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 so we can delve into it. The training has now started. Someone said more interaction. The problem is not how much interaction you're having. The problem is how well you're having those interactions. That's what I'm about to teach you today. The problem is so that you can stop wasting your interactions, wasting time, wasting effort, wasting energy. When you have a better understanding of yourself and somebody sits in front of you and you already know how they think, it would help you close better. Now, how will it help you close better is what I'm about to introduce you to. I'm about to introduce you to a very powerful concept. In psychology, it's powerful. They call it the humus. It's a personality trait test. They call it the humus. Do you understand? Now, the four personality types, exemplified by the four colors, have existed for what? For centuries. It did not start today. I'm not the one that invented it. Mark Morris, like I said earlier, he was the first person that mentioned that. I heard it from him. He's not the first person that mentioned that. There are so many ways, so many methods, so many tools for testing personalities and everything, but this is one of them. Now, before they were called fairy red, earth green, cool blue, sunshine yellow, they were known as what? Humors. They were known as humors. You can do your own personal research. Some of you now, after this my training, you just move on with your life. No, do more research on this and actually understand how it would help you improve on yourself and then how you go about your living. It's not just for business, but of course, I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm a I'm a business coach. So everything that I learn, I find a way to incorporate it into business. Do you understand? Good. So, but this is the history. The four humors dictated the four most common temperaments that people displayed, right? Hippocrates was the first to inspire the idea of what humors, which were called sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. This one, a lot of people already have an idea of what it is. A lot of people already have an idea of this. How many of you know about I've forgotten the name of that book. Oh God, please. I wish that I'm sure some of you have been exposed to the particular book on personality. I'm trying to remember the why you are the way you are. I think that's the name of that book. Why you are the way you are, or something. Please remind me for those of you that have read that book, right? The one that exposed us to, understanding sanguines, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatics. I don't know how many of you have read that book. No, it's not Love Language. That's not the name of the book. Why you are the way, why you are who you are, why you are the way you are. I don't think it's why you are who you are. I think it's why you are the way you are. I think it's around, I think that's the name. We read it much younger when we were younger. Actually, it was my mom that exposed me to, reading and all that. My mom had a bookshelf filled with books. So there's no way you will not be bored and you're not going to carry something and read. And one of those books, that book is one of the books I picked. Then about sanguines, choleric, and everything. So this one I'm about to expose us to, the humors, is another way to test. And for me, it's quite, easier. Okay, it's quite easier to understand. So let me ask us a question quickly. Everybody, this is a test. So we started our test already. Before I start explaining who a cool blue is, who a fiery red is, who a sunshine yellow is, who an earthly green is, which color relates to you? Write it down. Which color relates to you? Write it down. Just write it down somewhere. And be very honest. Don't say, this one is yellow, it's too shiny, shiny, shiny. I don't think, which one immediately relates to you? Just pick it. When I saw this thing, I already knew my own. I didn't even bother because me, I don't like lying to myself. I would never lie to myself. Never ever. Except I don't know what I'm saying to myself, then it can be that I'm lying to myself, but I thought I was telling myself the truth, which is why awareness is very, very, very important, like I said earlier. Right? So which one relates to you? No, don't write it here, please. Don't write it here. No, write it on a book. We'll get to write it on a book because we'll get to the second part of this test. We'll get to the second part. So just write it. The reason is because I want us to know. No, let me not say the reason. We'll find out later. So write down the one you think it is, the one that relates, the color that I think relates to you immediately, even before I start explaining, which one is attached to what personality or what it describes. Okay, good. So have you picked? If you're done, if you've written it, just write done in the chat box so we can continue. Which color relates to you immediately? So let me tell you, the blue is called cool blue. So don't just say blue. The blue is called cool blue. The red is called fiery red. The green is called earthly green. And the yellow is called, some call it gold, but in this humors, the actual person that started or whatever actually called it sunshine yellow. Have you picked? Good. Let's go to the next one. Fantastic. So they say until you make the unconscious conscious. What does it mean? Until you make what you were never aware of, bring it to your awareness. It would direct your life and you would call it faith. You just see things working out for you because you're now moving with awareness and you're there calling it faith. That's why some of you, you're seeing people moving with awareness, they are getting results, and you think, oh, oh God, God destined it for them to be rich and wealthy. You just destined it to your own, but you just lack the awareness. Like I said earlier, you've been moving like a soulless human being because you've not made the unconscious conscious. So who is a cool blue, right? I would explain as we even go deeper, we'll continue to understand it better. Who is a cool blue? A cool blue is someone that is very cautious, very cautious, very, very, oh, before we do this, no, 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 let's check very well that there's no this, they're very, very careful, very precise. Everything must be dotted, the T's must be crossed, the I's must be well dotted, everything has to be precise. How can you come into my office? The bottle is everywhere. Can't everything just be well arranged, well together? They are very deliberate. Before they woke up today, they already knew what they were going to eat. They knew where they will be by 8 o'clock. Everything is well planned. They question everything. Everything must be questioned. Every single thing must be questioned. They're not the people who just finish presentation and you tell them to pay. You see those ones that remain in the session, they are not moving forward, they are not moving backward. A lot of them are cool views. They are questioning everything. They are very formal. You invite them to a party, if they will talk in their shirts. They are very well packaged, even if they wear senator, clean, precise. Don't tell me who you are yet. Don't worry. Just be listening, first of all. Because even me too, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I think I'm a cool blue. But let's keep going. Let's hear the fiery red. Fiery red, very competitive. Oh my God. Very competitive. You see those people that once you just say, Okay, guys, the first person that will do, they're already calculating in their head. They're already calculating. They are going to, in fact, as far as they're concerned, it's either they win or they win. There's no ambiguity here. They know they're going to win. It's now, please tell us what we need to do so we can get to work and win this. They are very demanding. No, we need to get this done, and by this time it must be done. They are very determined. They are very strong-willed. They're very purposeful. They're always thinking about the goal. They're always thinking about what is in front of us. In fact, everything is a distraction except that thing that they are focused on. They want to emerge the best. They want to be celebrated. Celebration is very vital to them. Let's talk about the earthly green or the earth green. These ones are warm. They are very caring. Even the way that they talk, they can't talk like me. No. God could not have even given them my type of voice. They are very caring, they're very warm. When they are talking, you want to sleep when they are talking. They are very encouraging. By the time they are done talking to you, oh my God, it's like you've had it's like you just had coffee when it's raining, and after that, just go to sleep. If they have an idea, they share. They just want everybody to be happy. They want everybody just to win. They are not competitive. Far from it. Competition is not it. If everybody can win, why not? They didn't get the accolade, but someone else got the accolade. That's fine. They are very patient. They are not in a hurry. Sign up now, 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 now. The first to make payment. They are not in a hurry. Don't push them. They take their time. Not because they are too cautious, not because they are too precise, but that's just their nature. They are just calm, they are patient, they are relaxed. You will not find them under pressure. They are not the last thing. Them and pressure, you can't see pressure and see them. Nah, doesn't exist in their world. And then let's talk about the sunshine yellow. Oh, I love the sunshine yellow. Sunshine yellow is exciting. I love the sunshine yellow. I love the sunshine yellow. Someone said record. I thought I was recording this already. I thought this was already on YouTube. Wait, though. I put this on YouTube, but I hope, okay, yeah, good. Thank God it's there. You know, so it's such a, so let's talk about the sunshine yellow. Like I said earlier, I like sunshine yellows, not because I think I'm sunshine yellow, but let's explain it, okay? They're very sociable. See those ones? Hey, that's December. You are talking something, but they're already, we're talking about, oh, this is what we're planning, this is what we'll do, this is what we'll do, and then this is how we're going to do it. Everybody, we need to show up very early in the morning. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do that. And then there'll be after party. That's when they'll come alive. After party, yeah, okay, boss. I'm going to organize the after party. I'll be the one to do this. I'll do that. Don't worry, boss. Just leave it to me. I'm going to do this. The after party. Hey, okay, who are we bringing? Who is going to? I'm sure as I'm saying this, some of you are already saying, oh, I'm on a maybe that too. I can already think of maybe a sibling, a friend, a teammate. They are very dynamic. They are very dynamic. They are spontaneous. You can't find them where it's all boring. Everybody's serious, serious, face, serious face, serious face. They're very demonstrative. They take their time to explain things. They have fun. They're very enthusiastic. They're very passionate. From their voice, you can tell how passionate this person is. They're very persuasive. Now, because of that, their nature, they are very persuasive as well. They call them sunshine yellow. Once they come in fact, people always miss them like, oh my God, like, if they are not in a meeting, you will know. If they are not in a meeting, how dare you not know that they are not in that meeting? If I hear so, you know, we know. And it's not because you like them better, but because their nature demands that they must be felt. Their presence must be felt. Their presence must be known. So when nobody is shaking up, the meeting is happening. Cool blue is quiet and calm. Fiery red is already calculating how they're going to, how everything must be everything must be planned. Fiery green is just calm and warm and just calming everybody. Maybe two people are fighting. Maybe the fiery red and another fiery red are fighting, and the earthly green is saying, but we don't need to now calm down. How will you not notice the life of the party if I hear that you don't notice the life of the party? So let's even know a little bit more. So fiery red appears business-like. They appear functional. They want to be in control. Their primary focus is results. They like it to be brief. Please don't come and sit in front of a flat and you keep them for hours analyzing. You are wasting a fiery red's time. Keep it brief, straight points. One of their greatest fear is losing control. They don't want to lose control. They can be very irritated by inefficiency. You're supposed to do something and you do not do it. They're irritated. Indecision. They don't like it. Under pressure, they may dictate, they might act like, you won't like them when they're under pressure. And their decisions, pragmatic. Let's talk about Sunshine Yellow. Informal, outgoing. They just look fun. They are not the type that will come in with suits. They're the ones you complain and say, you didn't wear tie today, please. They'll say, boss, so I know they like all this, even this one while talking to them, I don't even like her. They are that type. Wants to be admired. They like, so that's why they're like, if they come into a certain body, notice them, they're not happy. They must be noticed. Their voice must be the loudest. Primary focus interaction. They want to have fun, man. Want to engage people. They like you to be engaging. They don't like boring people. They are talking to somebody and the person is just answering 111. They don't like it. Their fear is disapproval. They don't like you when people don't like them. They don't like you when people don't like what they are doing. They can be irritated by rules, routine. They don't like things prim and proper. Everything rule, this, they don't like it. Under pressure, they may what? Dramatize or overreact. They don't like pressure because for them it's spontaneity, fun. They don't like, and decisions must be spontaneous. Do you understand? Good. So the evergreen appears casual, conforming. Those ones that, what do you people think? It's okay. They rarely argue. They want to be liked. They like it when people like them. And primary focus is maintaining harmony. No. If everybody fought, oh my God, and the meeting didn't go well because everybody, now them be that. They're very pleasant. Confrontation, they fear it. Don't come out. That's why they will do the thing that they need to do because they don't want anybody to shout at them. They can be irritated by insensitivity, impatience. When you're impatient with them, you're driving them nuts. Under pressure, they may feel overburdened. Decisions are considered. They consider everybody. And then the cool blue, they appear formal. They appear very conserved. They're the ones in the meeting that are like this, but they're calculating. They are dotting I's, they're dotting T's. They will rarely talk. But when they do, you just be like, oh my God, this guy has so much wisdom. They want to be correct. Primary focus is problem solving, actually. Likes you to be what? Precise. Precise. Don't be ambiguous. Precise. This is what it is. This is what it is. Even if you're not going to be brief, they need more information. Unlike fiery red, you may not be so precise, but keep it short, please. Keep it short. Let's move. But cool blue, they don't mind if you give them a very long detail. They don't mind if you come with, sir, I have what we need to do, and you bring the notes like this. I have what we need to do, sir. If you come like this for a fiery red, you have to be pounding like, please, can you come like this? Is how a fiery red wants you to come with a sheet of paper that summarizes it. But a cool blue wants you to come with a full book. In fact, it can even be longer, but precise, well explained, well detailed. That's a cool blue. So have you seen the difference between cool blue and fiery red? Good. So you're not be saying, okay, boy, both of them want results. No. Fiery red wants results. Cool blue wants you to be very precise. Of course, he wants result as well, but take your time and explain it. They fear embarrassment. That's why everything has. They hate it when they are wrong. Can you after everything? They do not tell them. On chapter number 6 of your point, it was wrong. They hate that thing. They will rather, in fact, they won't sleep that night. They won't sleep that night. They'll come back again to correct it. They won't mind everybody gathering again so that they can correct it so that everybody can see them as good, as correct, precise, always right. They can be irritated by carelessness, vagueness, are the kind of people that if you make mistake, forget it. Under pressure, they may withdraw. They may withdraw because, I mean, you can tell why they would withdraw. And decisions are what logical, very deliberate, very intentional. They are the most intentional of the 4 colors. Good. Now that I've explained the different colors, right? I know somebody here may say, I can notice I'm an egg green, but I have some cool blue. Yes, that's very normal. It's okay. Yes, you can be in between on the spectrum. Even me, when I saw the fiery red, I knew I was a fiery red. I didn't need anybody to explain to me whether I'm a fiery red or not. But I saw a lot of a little bit of sunshine yellow. I saw a little bit of just a tiny bit of cool blue as well. But you would have one color that resonates more with you. So now that you know, were you right? So when that color you picked, did it resonate with my explanation for you? So for those of you that picked a blue, are you a blue now? Those of you that picked red, are you a red now? There's a reason I'm doing this test. Did your own match? I want to know. Okay, Jessica said no. Isonyan said yes. Olabi said was right. Yes, yes. Did your own match? Did you pick a blue? When I asked everybody to pick a color, that color you picked, did it rhyme with the explanation that was given for that color? Good. So we have more yeses. Now let me tell you what I was trying to do. I realized that we're drawn, the color we're drawn to exposes who we are. The color we are drawn to also exposes who we are. If anytime anybody had asked me my color, I've always said red and I've always said purple. I've always been in red house. The one time they wanted to move me to, was it White House? I came back to Red House. They'd written my name in White House. I came back to Red House. Our Red House won. I even carried flag, even though my name was in White House. Made sure I sold red. No, I didn't sold red. I saw somebody that wanted to join White House. Me and her swapped. That's how much I loved red. So the color you are drawn to sometimes actually exposes who you are. So I'm thinking that's why the person that started this whole humors, they call it humors before they were called fiery red, blah 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 blah. But this color test, the person that started it, I'm guessing, through psychology or whatever, he was able to understand this as well. Good. So let's go. Okay. Now I'm going to be explaining the advantages of being different colors. Okay. And we're going to do it together. What do you think are the advantages of being red in our business? We're doing this one together. I was about to do it myself. I was like, no, me and the team can do it together. What do you think are the advantages of being a red in our business? So I'll read it when we type. If somebody is a red and we recruit that red into our business, what advantage would that person bring to your business, to your team? What advantage would they bring to your team? Quickly, let's make it very. Someone said I'm red team, red all day. I'm a red, beautiful. Someone said I'm earth green. Don't worry. I know somebody here may say, but that earth green is looking like lazy people. I don't know. Is that who I am? Don't worry. By the time I finish showing you, you hang on to that your color very well and appreciate your color very well by the time I'm done. Okay? So what do you think? Ray said goal oriented. The person is going to be goal oriented, result driven. Trust me, I don't think you quite see creativity there. You may not quite see creativity there, but you're going to see leadership. Okay. What do you think a red action driven? Fantastic. They're the people that you tell them to launch their business. They're already saying, okay, no problem. So I'm going to do this. Okay, how do you want me to do it? So everything is well, they want results. What do I need to do? Planning, result oriented. Like, what do I need to do? And they're going to be, trust me, rank advancing. Thank you so much, Dial. You're telling them, okay, by this time, okay, what do I need to do? They're the ones that be asking, okay, so what do I need to become a kingsman? What do I need to do? They are growing, they are fast, they are no, don't come and waste their time. They don't waste time. Very good. What do you think are the advantages of the yellows in the team? Let's go to the yellows very quickly. Let's go to the yellows very quickly. What do you think are the advantages of being a yellow? If you have yellows in your team, or if you're yellow in the team, or if you have a yellow as an upline or downline, whatever, what do you think these are the advantages they bring to the team? They make the team fun. They make the team exciting. They are the ones that, when it's time to organize an event or something, they are the ones that also help to make it happen, right? They are fun, they are lively. Do we need such people in the team? Yes, we do need such people in the team. Very much need them in the team. Obviously need them in the team. Because otherwise, network marketing journey would have been totally boring if we don't have such people in our team. What are the advantages of being a green in the business or having greens in the business? The greens are the warmest set of people. They are the people that listen. Like I said earlier, they are the people that by the time they are done with you, you feel like you should just take a warm coffee, warm tea, and just sleep because they will lift a certain burden off your shoulder. They listen. They are there for you. You know, they want you to win, and you can see that genuineness. They really want you to win and everything. Fantastic. So let's talk about the advantages of being a blue. Okay, so the blues may look like they are stressful. The blues look like they are annoying. Trust me, they look like they're annoying, but trust me, the blues are the ones that make sure we don't make mistakes. The blues are the ones that say, "Oh, boss, no, 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 boss. That time you said blah blah, please, boss. If you don't do this, we're going to the events will not get this result. This will happen, that will happen, and this again will happen." And then you're like, "It's true. I didn't even think about it that way. Thank you so much. If you had not mentioned it, that's how I would have gone. My head would have messed up. Thank you for bringing it to my knowledge." Are the ones that make sure no mistakes, no stones unturned. In fact, they'll be angry if things don't go well. Now, let me say this, right? We are all uniquely created with gifts to carry us. God was very careful how he created each and every one of us. I was having a conversation with my sister one time and I told her, I said, see, God is not it's not like us, a lot of us that are very, we're not intentional, we just do things anyhow. God prepared you enough for it to carry you, give you things to carry you to survive on earth. But just that you are not aware of some of the things he has given you to uniquely carry you. God gave us talents, ideas from inception, not the ideas will not come later. From inception. It's just that they now come to us by realization. They come to us as we grow, we understand better, we become more aware and everything. They are coming to us. We are all uniquely created with gifts to carry us. God has given you talents to make sure that you are never broke and never hungry again. God has given you what? Things and personalities, things within you that can carry you so that you can never be broke again. So now, do you see that your calm personality that people have been telling you are lazy, you are just this one, you are making you feel like you can't even, your leader even stresses you out, making you feel like you can't succeed in this business. Trust me, that your quiet, calm personality is enough to carry you to success. It was never a limitation. We all need that one person that has that homely personality to lean on and trust in. To lean on and trust in. The person that brings order, the person that makes sure there's harmony. We all need that person in so. So do you see that as your strength, or do you see that as your limitation? Is your awareness of it? Oh, this is what the strength I have. You're talking to a prospect, and the prospect is, you're relating to them better than I even would, because I'm not an earth green, my own earth green. If I have it in my personality, I'm sure God just put a small drop there. I'm sure the drop is very small because I'm the person that, please, if you come, boss, I have ideas, and you come with a big book, please, these ideas, come back later, please, just come back later. But if you come with a small point, 2, 3, I'll listen to you and keep it short, keep it brief, we move. The one we call too playful. This one is too playful. Every too playful. We need them when life is too serious. We need that spontaneous personality to help us through it all and have fun doing it. Network marketing, a lot of people are not having fun in network marketing. They are struggling in network marketing. But if you were a little playful while still maintaining focus, trust me, we need you. Now, that one we see as too much from a boss, too much. This one is too serious, too stressful. We are happy that we have someone who is reliable. You see the fiery reds, very reliable, to make sure that the work is always done. So even when we're playing, you're having fun. The fiery reds are the ones that they are having fun, but they are strategic. They're already calculating this fun we're having. Okay, what are we going to do tomorrow? Okay, this fun, can we bring more prospects to this fun so that at the end, can we chip in small presentation? That's how fiery reds are thinking. For them, everything is too serious and everybody gets results at the end of the day. The ones who see as too cautious, that questions everything, we need them. Do you know how much mess would have made even a Global Stars team if I didn't have leaders that are very deliberate? I say, oh, boss, I don't think we should have, they're very deliberate, very, Dotting I's, I mean, dotting T's, I mean, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. We need all of them. So, of course, there are bad sides that people see for the blue. The blues can be seen as stuffy because everything, they want everything to be dotted, and people can see them as stressful. They can be a little indecisive. They can be very indecisive. Oh, because they want everything to be okay. They research, they do it before you know it. No, they will not quickly take action. Very suspicious of everything. They're very cold, they're very reserved. The fiery red, aggressive. Trust me, they can be aggressive. Really controlling, I mean, right? Can be overbearing, they can be intolerant of people. The greens can be docile, planned, plodding, reliant, they can be stubborn because you cannot move and whatever that's in their zone cannot you can't just move them anyhow. The sunshine yellows, excitable, frantic, indiscreet. When we say indiscreet, because they are free, they can say some things that they are not supposed to say. They are flamboyant, they are hasty, they are very impulsive as well. Impulsive meaning like do things that we're not supposed to do and all that. Okay. I would have loved to show us this. Okay, let me just show us. Assuming we're in an elevator, right? The blues are the ones that mentally calculate the combined weight of all that's how they think. This is how they think. They're the ones that be calculating. They'll calculate the combined weight of all the passengers and compare it to the maximum posted weight restriction. They'll be the one thinking, but this woman should be over 50 kg now. This woman should be over 100 safe. And these people, they said you can only carry 300. Oh my God, I can't enter. They will enter. They will have to wait for the next elevator. They are very cautious like that. The red, they will enter straight, no time. Go straight into the elevator and press the button. They don't, please let it get to them because they don't want to waste time. They're always in a hurry. Don't waste their time. Which one is you're calculating the weight, divided by okay, they don't have that time, please. Blue, they have all the time in the world to process so much. Reds don't have time. Greens actually they opened up for everybody. Hey, everybody, just get in. They don't even mind if you have to wait for the next one. Now, the reason why the blues are waiting is because they don't want anything to happen to them in that elevator. They're selfish. It's about them. But the greens are very selfless. The greens too selfless. They want everybody to get in. They don't mind being the last to enter. They don't mind. The yellows, they see elevator as a great opportunity to catch up. Hey, let them enter. Oh, hey. In fact, that small 1 minute or 30 seconds will spend the elevator. Everybody will be lit up. Everybody will be smiling as they. In fact, once an elevator opens and everybody is smiling, just know that a yellow entered the elevator. They may even hold the door for everybody to finish the conversation before everybody gets to their floors. Some people know, hey, let me have your number. Oh my God, I had so much fun. You say you walk here, they are natural vibes. They are, those ones that Gen Z say they are vibe. They are vibes. They are vibes. Now, let me show you something. But knowing this is to expand, not to stay boxed in. The reason why you know these things, for example, as I'm knowing the other downsides of reds, I'm like, oh, I need to work on those other downsides of reds, like being too impatient. And I'm working with human beings who I need to work on this. And also for the greens that take too much time, you know that taking too much time, you can't drive to success if you're taking too much time, if you're too calm, too quiet. And we're here, I mean, we're running a business, you might need to improve on the qualities that are not yours yet. Do you understand? The main thing is awareness. That's the main thing. This will help you meet your teammates where their energy is as well. So we have a lot of people in our team that we're frustrated by. We're so frustrated. Can this person be so quiet, so laid back, so laid back? You're frustrated. Or with this understanding, okay, this is their nature. If you want to relate, for example, if you want to relate with an earth green, you don't come to them with, oh, you win the accolade, you'll be celebrated on the world stage. They are very fine clapping for other people. But what will inspire them more is, Ed Green. Imagine, let's call the person Ade. Ade, imagine that you're not just clapping for other people being raised by other people, but you're clapping for people that you raised yourself, that you're a mother to them. Through you, people are now being celebrated. They are making money. They're solving problems. They are happier. That is how to close a green. You cannot be using, oh, you will climb on stage, you will climb on this one. A green does not, in fact, that stage, they would rather not even climb the stage. So now I will be patient with greens moving forward because I'm a fiery red. They say everything that irritates us about other people can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. I now know that I'm not a patient person. So trust me, me and greens will be fighting. Me and greens will be fighting every time if I'm not aware of this. Me and blues will be boxing every time. Which one? Please, which one is dotting eyes? Dotting, please, please, we need to move. Don't waste my time. Me and yellows can get along. Do you know why yellows we can get along? Because yellows are also like fiery reds in a way, but the only thing is that they are fun. They don't like routines, while fiery reds like routines a little bit and all that. So fiery reds are very spontaneous too, but not in a fun way, in a get work done way. Do you understand? Is anybody learning something today? Is someone learning something today? Don't worry, Dayo. I'm getting there. I cannot come and finish training. Do you think I came here just to tell paint yellow, blue, green for you people? So let's talk about how to close. Why was this whole process important for us in sales? First of all, to understand how people think by their personality. Lead your team by meeting them at their energy level and communicate better. For example, you have somebody in your team who's a blue and you're focusing on the structure. We're very structured. We're very, when you have a blue in the team, you're focusing on structure. Communicate with people in their preferred style. In their preferred style. You have lost a lot of downlines because they were earth greens and you thought it was such a bad thing. No, it was not a bad thing. We just do not meet them at their energy level. Knowing who you are, knowing who they are, I think is what matters to help them, helps you to help you focus on on that when closing. Sorry, please. I rushed this training. Totally rushed this training. I was so excited, putting this training together. So I think I made mistake here. But knowing who they are will help you focus on that when you are closing. So the whole idea of the plenty grammar and the mistake I made there was knowing how somebody is, right, will help you when you're trying to close them. And let's go to closing. How do you close these different colors? How do you close these different colors? Red are driven leader. When somebody comes in and the way they are seated, you can identify that this person is a red from what they are saying. Their core traits is competitive, they are goal-oriented, they're very confident, they are power-seeking. From the way they are sitting down, you already know that this is their personality. From the way they are behaving, the way they even walked in, they sat down without even asking you, can I sit? Even the way they are even going to ask you, can I sit? Even they are dressing powerful and everything, you already know. What they want is success. They want significance. They want status. Please, you may need to screenshot this part because it will help you in your closing. Now, the focal points when closing such people are we're talking about income potential. You can hit six figures because they're result oriented. You hit six figures working with us with the right push when we work with you. You'll be recognized on stage as a top leader. Let's build a fast moving team. When you join us, we'll bring out a 7-day strategy for you. We'll move it. We will show you. That's what they want to be hearing. You will have your own organization where you are the boss. You are the CEO. These are the things I'm telling people. These are the things they told me that got me excited to be part of this business. Every other information was not exciting to me. These were the most exciting for me. So the words you're supposed to be using is dominate, scale, rank up, elite, legacy, win. Once you are using all these things, trust me, the red is in. Is someone learning something today? Sorry, even when this thing was happening, I was like, oh my God, I've been talking to greens with red strategy, and I've been talking to blues except you're talking to everybody. But when there's that one person in front of you, you have to activate your knowledge of this training. Do we understand? Is someone learning something today? Is someone learning something today? Fantastic. Let's quickly get to the yellows. These are the fun seekers. Their core traits, social, enthusiastic, they're very spontaneous, they're very adventurous. What they want is like excitement. They want people, they want lifestyle, they want the white party. They're the ones that when they white party. Hey. So the the things to focus on when closing community and events. You will love the vibe. It's like a big family. We hold parties. There are international trips and retreats all the time. We celebrate every time. We are, hey, never boring. Here we work from, you can work from anywhere because they love flexibility. They don't like structure. They don't work. They don't, I told you how they show up. They don't like that. The people that when there's a meeting, you'll be begging them, please tie it. Now we have an executive coming. That we have board of directors are coming in. Knit your tie very well. You can work from anywhere. Do life on your terms. Use words like fun, vibe, experience, trip, crew, party, exciting. Is someone learning something today? So don't close a yellow like a red. You're telling me yellow, you can rank advance, you can, please, that sounds so stressful. No, please, don't stress me out. That's how a yellow is thinking. Don't stress me out. Let's talk about what appeals to the blue, the analytical thinker. Their core traits, curious, remember, they are very logical, detail-driven, skeptical. They're the ones asking you, so is there a system? How long has the business been there? So what are you focusing on? Before they even open their mouths, ask you, these are things you're focusing on, you know? Because these are what things they want, proof, systems, data. So you're focusing on the system. Everything is structured and you know exactly what to do. Track record. Let me show you results, income disclosures, real data, low risk, smart trust. You can start small, test it out, no pressure. We have full ingredients list, clinical studies, patents. They're the ones to know the company that will partner with, how long. In fact, they even want you to talk about even the Nature's Way. How long has Nature's Way? You know, Nature's Way, they're the ones that produce some of the supplements. How long has Nature's Way been producing products? You need to have that knowledge with an analytical thinker, the blue. Yes, you need to have that knowledge. Blue is not interested. If you come and telling a blue, then you rank advance, you make it. No. And you've seen them as prospects. You know those ones that come in and say, okay, so how exactly does the company pay us? Just no more analytical things. Thank God. Okay, let me bring out that thing Ambassador Didi said. Hey, so you know that we're very structured. Of course, you answer that one that they asked. They now say we're very structured here. And I also need you to understand that we're so structured here. Oh my God, we turned our network marketing business into like a proper business, so structured. And then let me show you some things. You show them results, show them income. And this company has been here. This, network marketing is one of the leading industries in the world. Leading industry. Look at what this one did. Look at what that one. They're the biggest industry. They beat music industry. Music industry. People think music industry is the biggest. No, it's actually the network marketing. It's not. It's actually the direct sales industry. These are things you be saying that will just, hey, they have to be jumping. Okay, they're making the right choice. Let's talk about the greens. You're talking to a green in closing. How do you close a green? How do you close a green? The nurturer, the helper. Their core traits, caring, sensitive, supportive, people driven, people focused. You're telling them 7 days, we'll make you become a leader, become an AP, become a. The person will just be looking at you. Yeah, yes. I totally understand, but trust me, they are not going to make payments. So what do they want? Purpose, connection, safety. Focal point when closing, helping others, you'll be changing lives. You're not selling, you're changing lives. We're like a family. You will never feel alone. We don't allow people to build alone. You become a more confident, more fulfilled person. Seeing people climb on stage because you help them get there. As you're talking, you're making their belly jiggle. Everywhere is happy because that's their essence. Start at your pace. I'll support you every step of the way. You also need to know that the way they care about people is how they want people to also care about them. Impact, help, heart, community, uplift, safe space. These are the words to use for them. Somebody here may think this training is somewhere online. You see what I did here? You will not find this thing anywhere online. I did not copy this anywhere. When I saw what Matt Morris did, I knew that I could coin this to help us in our closing. So you're not going to see it anywhere. There's no, if anybody does this, you just know the person copied. Did we get value today? So please, the purpose of all of these things is to help us learn better who we are, understand who we are better, and see the qualities we have, the strength that we have, and the ones that we know that are weaknesses to us, to our building our business and becoming successful in life, begin to work on them. It's not a bad thing in itself. Can you activate other parts of it? A green can have a little bit of fiery red, a little bit more result oriented. The way you are beautiful the way you are. But add that a little bit of fiery red. Just the same way I realized that my own is too much. I said it's not difficult for me to recognize where I'm wrong once I see it. I'm not a natural. Those ones, words like caring, sensitive, supportive, people focused. If you were closing me and you're using words like this, not like I don't care about people, not like if here we're scamming people, we're making people unhappy, I will not be part of it because of my legacy. Remember that fiery reds, they're not doing it because they really care. It's because of their own legacy, like that. Me, I don't want people tomorrow to be saying Diddy is a very, I care about my name. So now I need to work on adding a little bit of green to myself as well. I care about people, but that's not at the top of my head what will close me to register. Do you get what I'm talking about? Do you get where I'm coming from? So recognize it. Because in our business, if I'm not a nurturer, if I'm not a helper, really care about people, you know those people that they care so much, you tell them they're not feeling well, they'll call you, call again, call again, call again, till now say, I'm perfectly fine. That's when they'll now stop calling you. I may not get to that level in the green, but let me, even if it's 30%, is okay. Work on those things that are weaknesses to you. Someone said I'm a natural green. Work on those things, and trust me, people can actually use your nature against you, use you because they know you're a green. They will use you. Are you aware of the limitations of being a green? Are you aware of the limitations of being a blue? Are you aware of the limitations of being a red? That people, if you're too red, people won't want you around. People won't want you around. So how do I work on all these things? Ladies and gentlemen, please work on your traits. Become better. If you want to be successful, you need to be aware. You need to be aware. This is how I am. This is who I am. This is where I'm at in life. Then I can work on this and become better. Network marketing is such a beautiful industry. It's such an amazing, amazing industry with great opportunities for leverage, working with people, amazing human beings all over the world. If you can know how to relate